Using cruise control inside of the Hyundai Santa Cruz is a very straightforward process. While this is a 2025 model, the process works the exact same in the previous generation version too. In order to use it, we're using the pad along the left-hand side. You can toggle it on by tapping the button here. And it's saying that smart cruise conditions are not met because I'm parked doing this explainer video, but as you start driving, you tap and that's going to set it at whatever your current speed is. You could then increase or decrease 1 kilometer or 1 mile per hour at a time by moving up and down this way. You can push and hold up or push and hold down in order to bring you to the nearest 0 kilometers an hour and then up or down 6 miles per hour at a time. You can tap the brake in order to cancel your speed. You can tap the middle button there to cancel your speed, and then you can tap again in order to resume your previously set speed. There's also a distance indicator with 4 unique levels. I'm personally okay with being on level 1 the majority of the time. You might want to be on level 2, 3, or 4, just depending on your own comfort level. I would normally recommend level 1 on residential streets and stop and go traffic on the highway. You might want to be 2 or 3, so I just recommend playing with the distance until you find something that you'd like. One thing to point out is that it's strictly going to be adaptive cruise control inside of this truck, so no normal cruise. So let's say if you set it at 80, car in front of you slows down, yours is going to brake. They change lanes, you change lanes, it's going to pick you back up to your previously set speed. But you can override it at any point in time. So let's say if you have it set at 80, car in front of you is going a little bit too slow, you don't like it, you can hit the accelerator pedal to speed up. You can easily change lanes, speed across. If you tap the brake, you just have to push the middle button there in order to resume your previously set speed. On top of that, there's also going to be the lane follow assist, which is this button here. So there are 2 different systems inside the vehicle. So it's either going to be the lane follow assist or there's a lane keep assist that's set up through the infotainment. The lane follow assist is not full hands-free driving, but if you've got the smart cruise system set with this button enabled, as long as it recognizes the lane markings, you go around bends and things like that, even without your hands on the steering wheel, it keeps you perfectly balanced in your lane. It's amazing. And then you can also push and hold this button, and that's going to put you into a speed limiter mode. So whatever you have the speed set to there, you wouldn't be able to go faster than that. But toggling it off is just going to pull that feature away completely. So let's go through a live demonstration, and I'll show you how the system actually works. It's really simple once you get the hang of it. I love this too. The blind spot view monitor utilizes the side-mounted cameras. It's not standard across the truck, but it's a pretty neat feature at the same time. There we go. So I can toggle the system on and it's got me set at 42. So I can increase or decrease 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time, push and hold up, it'll bring me to 50. But watch this, push and hold down a few times, brings me down. You can push the middle button in order to pause, speed up, push to resume, or push and hold up in order to increase your speed. Again, nice and simple. Then there's that distance indicator. So 4 unique levels, how close or far are you away from that leading vehicle? So I'm personally okay with being on level 1, but that's going to come down to a matter of preference. And then there's also your lane keeping system. So as long as the vehicle recognizes the lane markings, you can see that's gone green. So you can technically keep your hands off the steering wheel for a few moments, but eventually you're going to get a message letting you know that you've got to put your hands back on the steering wheel. Now, in this situation, I'm coming up to a red light right now. So with the smart cruise control system, it is not going to stop at a red light. So you need to stop yourself. So all you're going to do, obviously brake, and then you can push the middle button again in order to resume your speed. Again, you toggle it on or off this way. You could then push this button in order to pause your speed, up or down to increase, decrease 1 at a time, push and hold up to bring you to the nearest 0 kilometers an hour at a time, or 6 miles per hour, and then your distance indicator with your lane centering system. If you want full walkthroughs, like you want to know how to use all the different steering wheel buttons, go through the cluster or the infotainment, you'll find walkthroughs down in the description of this video, but that's how you use the smart cruise control system inside of the Hyundai Santa Cruz.